So you're looking at electronic drum kits, and you've probably seen the Yamaha DTX452K. It promises a great entry point into drumming with the trusted Yamaha name. But here's what surprised me after setting up a dozen kits in this price range. Most of them feel like you're hitting expensive Tupperware with a personality crisis. However, the DTX452K does something almost contrarian. It doesn't just try to be cheap, it tries to be simple. And that right there is the secret most reviews miss. For the best price, click the link in the description, /n/n. Let's be clear. If you're clicking on this review, you're likely a beginner, a parent for a beginner, or someone with serious space and noise constraints. You have three core problems. 1, you need something that won't make your neighbors sign an eviction petition. 2, you need something that won't collapse if you look at it funny. And 3, you absolutely cannot get lost in a maze of confusing buttons that kill the fun. Therefore, this review isn't just a spec list. We're going to unpack whether this kit solves those real-world problems or just adds to them. Because a cheap kit that you never play is the most expensive kit of all. /n/n now, the big promise. By the end of this, you'll know if the DTX452K's simplicity is a clever design win or a deal-breaking compromise. You'll see its secret weapon against frustration, and I'll show you the one glaring thing you must upgrade immediately if you buy it. But first, we have to talk about what's in the box, because Yamaha's unboxing experience is a masterclass in first impressions. Therefore, let's start building. /n/n out of the box, the DTX452K feels intentional. You get the rack, the module, the pedals, the drum throne, sticks, and even headphones. That's huge. Everything, and I mean everything, is labeled. This isn't a mysterious IKEA project. The rack tubes are marked DTX452. The clamps are pre-attached, and the manual holds your hand. Within 20 minutes, I had it standing. That's a win for sheer approachability. But here's the first joke. Assembling this kit was easier than assembling my IKEA meatball sandwich. At least the drums came with clear instructions. /n/n. Let's talk hardware. The rack is a single-curved, sturdy affair. It's not going to win a weightlifting contest, but it doesn't wobble like a nervous chihuahua. The plastic clamps are the budget giveaway, so don't go doing spin kicks. The throne is basic, but gets the job done. It's the dad's office chair of drum thrones. The included KP65 kick pedal is the star of the hardware show. It's a simple chain drive pedal, but it's responsive and solid. For a beginner, it's perfect. Therefore, the out-of-box experience gets a solid A. It gets you playing fast, which is the whole point. But what are you actually playing on? Let's touch the pads. /n/n. This is the heart of the conversation. The DTX452K uses Yamaha's textured cellular silicone TCS heads on the snare and toms. They feel fantastic. They have a slight give, a realistic bounce, and they're quiet. This is the kit's first major win over competitors using cheap, hard rubber. The hi-hat pad PCY135 and crash ride cymbals TCY135 are dual zone, meaning you get a bow and edge sound. The ride even has a 3-way bell trigger. This is fantastic at this price. However, here's the snapback, the kick pad. It's a basic, tiny rubber block KP65. It works, but the feel is a stark contrast to the lovely TCS pads. It's like having a gourmet meal served on a paper plate. Therefore, your first upgrade path is clear. A better kick tower is a future must. /n/n now, the brain. The DTX402 module, it looks clean with a bright blue backlit screen. Navigation is dead simple. Buttons for kit, song, training, and function. You won't get lost. The sound library has 215 voices and 10 preset kits. The sounds, they're pure Yamaha. The acoustic kits are clean, polished, and realistic. The snare crack is satisfying. The cymbals decay nicely. They're not the most deeply sampled or dynamic sounds on the market, but for a beginner, they are inspiring and professional. You will not sound like a video game. But, and this is crucial, the real magic isn't in the 215 sounds. It's in the 10 kits. Yamaha curated these. They are all you need. This forces you to play, not tweak. That's the hidden genius. /N/N, let's talk about the feature that might be the DTX452K's killer app, the training functions. This isn't just a metronome. You have quick start, which visually shows you what to play along to songs. You have timing, which grades you. You have quiz mode. This turns practice into a game. For a student or a self-learner, this is a massive value add. It's like having a patient, silent teacher built in. Therefore, if you're battling motivation, this kit actively helps you win. But can you grow with it? Or does it hit a ceiling? /N/N, here's where we get contrarian again. Most reviews say it's a great beginner kit. Full stop. However, its simplicity is its scalability. The USB MIDI port means you can plug this directly into a computer and use premium drum software like EZ Drummer or Superior Drummer. Suddenly, your beginner kit is triggering $1,000 sample libraries. The module becomes a trigger interface. That's a huge escape hatch. Therefore, the DTX452K can actually grow with you far longer than you'd think. It's a gateway, not a dead end. Okay, joke number 2. Using this kit with fancy software is like putting a spoiler on a reliable hatchback. It suddenly feels way faster than it has any right to be. /N/N, let's address the noise. Electronic drums are quiet but not silent. The pad taps are a soft asterisk thud. The cymbal pads are a light asterisk tap. The kick pedal is the loudest part, a firm asterisk thump asterisk on the floor. It's apartment-friendly, but downstairs neighbors might still hear a rhythmic heartbeat. A tennis ball riser is a cheap fix. So problem 1, noise, is largely solved. Problem 2, stability, is solved for normal playing. Problem 3, complexity, is obliterated by the simple module. But what about the feel? Can you develop proper technique? /N/N, this is critical. The TCS pads allow for decent rebound, essential for learning stick control. The snare is 8 inches, which is a good size. The spacing is natural. You can practice rolls, flams, and basic coordination effectively. The hi-hat pedal connects to the stand, not the module, which is more realistic. However, the hi-hat control is two-position, open/closed via a foot switch, not a continuous controller. This is the big compromise. You miss the nuance of a partially open hat. For a beginner learning rock beats, it's fine. For jazz brushwork, it's a no-go. Therefore, know this limitation. /N/N, let's talk connectivity. You have headphones out, lifesaver, aux-in for playing along to music, USB MIDI, and a sustained pedal input for a second crash. It's all there. The module even powers on with a standard AC adapter, no hunting for weird batteries. It's thoughtfully complete. But I must reiterate, the included headphones are functional. They work. They're better than nothing. But for truly hearing the detail in the sounds, upgrade them. It's like watching a 4K movie on a standard def screen. You're not getting the full picture. /N/N, now, the elephant in the room, the competition. At this price, you're looking at the Alesis Nitro Mesh and the Roland TD02KV. The Alesis offers more sounds and pads for the money, but the build and sound quality are a step down. The Roland has the legendary name, but often feels stripped down at this entry point. The Yamaha's value proposition is the TCS pad feel and the curated quality over quantity approach. It's the thoughtful choice, not the most stuffed choice. Therefore, your decision hinges on philosophy. Do you want a dashboard with 100 confusing buttons or 10 buttons that all do something useful? Joke 3. Choosing between these kits is like choosing a pizza. Alesis gives you the most toppings, even if some are questionable. Roland is the classic margarita. Yamaha is a perfectly crafted pepperoni, exactly what you need, done really well. /N/N, so, after all this deep diving, who is the DTX452K actually for? Resolution time. It's for the absolute beginner who values a frustration-free start above all. It's for the parent who wants a complete box that won't break in a month. It's for the drummer in an apartment who needs respectable, quiet practice. It wins on feel, curated sounds, and educational tools. However, it is not for the drummer who craves endless sound customization. It is not for the player who needs pro-level hi-hat nuance out of the box. And it is definitely not for the person who plans to tour with it. /N/N, therefore, the final verdict. The Yamaha DTX452K is a brilliantly focused beginner kit. Its simplicity is not a weakness, it's a strategic shield against overwhelm. The TCS pads provide a feel that punches above its class, and the training functions add real, tangible value. But you must enter knowing its limits, the basic kick pad and the on-off hi-hat. Plan for those upgrades down the line. If you accept it for what it is, a superb launchpad, you will not be disappointed. It takes you from "I want to play drums" to "I am playing drums" faster and with more joy than almost anything else in its category. And that is its greatest triumph. /N/N before you go, one last joke. Buying this kit is like getting a friendly tour guide for a new city. They won't show you every back alley, but you'll see all the major sites without getting hopelessly lost. If this focused, quality-first approach sounds right for you, then you've found your kit. For the absolute best price on the Yamaha DTX452K on Amazon today, click the link in the description below. That link supports our channel at no extra cost to you. Thanks for watching, and get ready to make some noise. Quietly, of course.